Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Another lovely Gold Coast day. Alright, so I've done a little bit of ghetto rigging. It's not how it's staying, I've just done a thing. Just for a proof of concept. Last video, seen changed fuel pump. Having issues with it, sending power, whatever, use a power probe to get it running. Sweet. So I've got a little touch panel that I acquired through work. It was actually given to me. But if you guys jump on the National Aero and Emergency website, this little switch panel kit, fantastic little kit. I think they're about 260 bucks. This was a prototype one, so I got it for nothing. The little touch panel itself, you can set it for always be on, momentary, whichever you'd like. The little controller, it holds like 8 amps, like it'll power 8 amps. So obviously you can run certain lights and stuff, otherwise run it through a relay and just use it as a trigger, which is the way that I have done it here. Like I said, don't judge, it's just, it is what it is at this present second. This is a little touchpad. Power it up, press the button, now I've got fuel pump. So now, go over, hit the key. All right, those finicky new car things. Sit there idling away now. Not a perfect runner, obviously. I haven't cut the exhaust off yet, which that'll probably be in this video, because why not? I'll wire this in. Probably find somewhere to mount that little pre-out. Like I said, this little touch panel gives you 6 channels. I'm pretty sure you can actually do up to 12 channels with it because it gives you a different mode. I won't be using that. Literally, I don't know whether I'll make the car, I'll probably change it from key and just have it as a push start off that touch panel because it's obviously capable. Have it as a momentary while you hold it and then let it off once it fires up, and it keeps the ignition and everything running. So probably ignition, starter and fuel pump, make it full race car. But yeah, let's run some wires, have it so it's running off its own dedicated car battery, and yeah, have a look at the exhaust. How cool does that look? Not really, sounds like shit. It's going to sound worse once I cut the exhaust, the rear muffler off of it, and dump it at the diff like a hot boy. Okay, so the wire that I got is probably a little bit overkill, but you know, I do plan on running probably more, like I said, more things from this touchpad. So I've got 8 BNS wire, does 74 amps. So obviously I'm going to have to run power and earth. I'll just run it through from the fuse block in the engine bay, run into the dash, find where I can mount the little control panel and also the switch outlet section. Probably be underneath the center console, to be honest. I've already sort of had to play around. I can get this to wedge into there. So full race car. And on a side note, actually don't look at that too much, but this is actually a sunroof model. The sunroof actually works perfect on it. I don't think I'll ever use it, but yeah, if anyone wants a working sunroof for an E36, hit me up. Because I don't really plan on using it. And if someone's wanting one or needing one, hit me up, sell it to you cheap, and I'll just put a replacement panel in there just to get rid of it, because like I said, I don't really want it. It's not really my cup of tea, to be honest. Alright, so done a little bit of work, nothing major. Mounted my little fuse panel here, fuel pump, mounted everything sort of in, oh, it's in here, but those screws are sort of got it stuck at the present moment. So all the controller, relays, everything's sort of there. It's only loosely wired in. I'm having one issue. When I crank the car, this turns off, so it's like it's, I don't know, I've gone straight to the battery box, but I'll show you guys. So press the button, fuel pump, hit the key, and it'll turn itself off. So you got to be really quick when you start it at this present moment until I can figure out why it's doing what it's doing. You've got to sort of press the two at the same time as you're cranking. I think I've got a vacuum leak there somewhere. All the lines are pretty dreadful. Oh, like I said, sunroof, it works. Which is just crazy to me to think that a sunroof works. It's a 1994 E36, so, which is cool. So yeah, I might try and do some dodgy stuff. I might try and ratchet strap the rear bar to the tree and have a little bit of weight on it and give it a bit of a, with a big hammer, and see whether I can get the rear bar to fit a little nicer and at least for the boot to shut properly. All right, so got the strap, put it around the hook here. Use a decent size tapometer and a bit of pressure, a couple of big hits with a hammer, and now boot closes. This rear bar to sit on a bit better. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I haven't really had a look at it. Looks like it's pushed it down a bit. So let's see if we can get this to come up a bit and see what we can do. Okay, under further investigations, all of this, and especially down there, shouldn't be that bowed. It's a little bit hard to really see on camera, but down in there, where it's all broken and you can see the battery, that's all pushed. Like, let's squish the butt all the way up a bit. That's why it's sitting like poop. So essentially, yeah, I need to pull a rebar off. Same thing, strap it, give it a few love taps, get the metal to bend back to ish, and see what we can figure out. Remove the rebar. Rebar's over there. Surprisingly, actually pretty easy to pull off. Damage isn't as bad now. I drilled a big hole. Where is it on camera? It's, oh, just there. Drilled a big hole, ratchet strapped, put a lot of pressure on it, and hit the absolute bejeebers out of it. So the rear bar actually sits on there nicely now. I do want to make a jack point underneath, you know, full race car or drift car boy. Do something with this rear bar and try and get some of these dents out if I can help it. They're a little bit of an eyesore. I don't really like that. Also, I have the vinyl wrap that I had for Clubby. People are new to the channel. Backstory was meant to be a drag car, power cruise car. I had this vinyl wrap here. It is essentially a, what do you call it? It's like a metallic silver, like a flat color. What do you reckon? Reckon we should wrap the E36? I think we should, but at the same time I really don't want to because it's not a very fun job. Put a comment down below if you think we should do that. I also had a little bit of an idea whether this engine will let me do it, but as for the thumbnail, tell that I had a turbo sitting in place. Let's do a little ghetto turbo setup for this, if this engine is usable. I've got this little Max Beating Rods turbo. Can't even remember what it is. It was like a 3076 or maybe a little bit bigger. I can't even remember. Should we turbo it with this engine? Put a comment down below. I think it'd be something fun. Might just do like a J-pipe style intercoolers. Like I said, 3-inch exhaust. Got to make an exhaust anyway, whether I do this engine or do it to another one. But yeah, hopefully next video we'll have either like a hydro and a seat and a steering wheel to put in it. I've got to go to Tricks to go pick all that sort of stuff up. Obviously not the steering wheel, but he's got a Ride Lomax seat there sitting for me and a hydro setup. So let's see what we can do. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.